to the Heart of Bastrop Talk Show. I'm TJ Finn, the director of the Bastrop County Business Owners Association.
And I'm Connie Schrader, mayor of the city of Bastrop.
Can you believe it's episode 13, final episode of the year? Just amazing.
Well, and we have some fantastic guests to finish our season 3. We have 3 guests.
Yes.
We've got Jim Stevens with the Hobbits Nest, Joey Chapman with Community Gardens, and Billy Helms. What a great way to end the year with Hope House.
So we're here with Billy Helms with Hope House, and we're going to talk about Hope House, and then we're going to talk about Redeemed Treasures that just opened up here in Bastrop County. We can't wait. Give us all the goods.
Well, Redeemed Treasure was opened up, I guess we've been open a little over a month now, under Hope House. Hope House is a women's life restoration program. It's 12 months. They can stay up to 2 years, but we're way more than recovery. When ladies come in, and we have all walks of life. We have people we pick up off the streets. We have school teachers. We have professionals that, struggle with an addiction, and they come into Hope House for at least 12 months. And we help them not only overcome the challenges of addiction, but help them with life skills, coaching them with just finances, whatever it is that's holding them back. And our goal is to see every lady with a career, a community, and to drive off with a car paid for, insurance. And so it's way more than overcoming addiction, because it's a vicious cycle, and if they don't have the community and the support, they're going to end up right back where they came from. So Hope House is really a family. Our teachers are ministers and pastors from all over Bastrop County. We are so blessed. You couldn't pay the quality of teachers that we have at Hope House. And so the ladies work in 2 different vocational programs. We have a construction company. That's actually my gifting, my trade for about 30 years of my life. So I train the ladies how to build every phase of the business. And then we have some ladies that continue in the business, the building business, and then others that, for 9 months, they have to work with Double H or Redeemed Treasure. After 9 months, they qualify to get a full-time job. So we help. We actually have a young lady right now that's getting her externship. She's fixing to be a nurse's aide in Hope House. And so it's just awesome to see.
So TJ, Bastrop is a small place. And that's one of the reasons that we all love Bastrop as much as we do. Billy framed our house, the house that I live in. I've known Billy since 2008. Yes. And you've always had a heart for service. You've always had a heart for community. And you have to tell TJ what you told me a few minutes ago. How were you guys started? Who gave you the grant to get things going?
Oh, Redeemed Treasure we got a grant from Born Again Emporium in Smithfield. Oh. Yes, they actually had called me. This is so cool. They called me about the ladies volunteering because we do a lot. We volunteer with Feed the Need, the Premier Food Pantry, whoever needs us, if we have the time. But they had called me about the ladies volunteering, and I told them that we really didn't have time, but the lady was kind enough to answer some questions, and I just went, I said, hey, what do you think about Hope House opening a thrift store? And she goes, I think it would be awesome. I said, we have, my wife actually runs the business end of it. She's brilliant, and I couldn't do, that's not my gifting at all. I can drive nails. And,
behind every good man, there's a better woman, right?
That's right. But anyway, she had to, she supports me in everything. Obviously, I run a women's recovery program, right? Yeah. And she is behind the scenes. She's such a blessing, but she does it all. Her and my daughter, Allie, they both work for me. So
tell us, you said on Wednesday they do inventory. Tell us about Redeemed Treasure, when it's open and how people can support you.
Okay, cool. So we take donations, nice quality donations. We'll take just about, we do not take clothes. Hallelujah. We did clothes many years in the mission field, and we just don't have the manpower or the space. But on our website, redeemedtreasure.com, We have a list of things that we take and things we do not take.
Okay.
That's the best way, because I'll mess that up if I tell you.
What was the website again? I missed it.
RedeemTreasure.com.
Well, that's easy, guys. RedeemTreasure.com.
And I encourage you to go to hopehousebastrop.org, and you can watch a video and read testimonies. But that ministry is amazing, and I will tell you, every teacher, every pastor, minister in the community that teaches there always makes the comment that they're the ones that receive the blessing, because it's just there's something special about when somebody gives up everything for restoration.
Absolutely. And I listened to you talking about that, and the thing that came to my mind is, wow, these people are building a foundation under people who may not have had a foundation before. And that's exactly what you're doing. And I think that is just absolutely amazing. I don't even know what to say. I'm moved by that.
You've got to have, the whole teach a man to fish. You've got to have another
right.
alternative, or
Absolutely.
you fall right back to where you were.
That's
Absolutely. One of the things we do once a month is we work with Mission Possible in Austin, Texas. And we take our teams down there and we work under the bridge with the homeless. And we actually do foot care for the homeless. We do hygiene, eyeglasses. And so the ladies are real involved in that. And it gives them a different perspective on life. And, some of them come from that, from that lifestyle. So it's pretty powerful to see the change. And we're all about Christ. And that's who we are. We're part of the body. Deliverance can come in many ways, but we teach that the freedom, the real freedom, comes from a relationship with Christ. And so that's what we're about. That's, we're a church, we're part of the body.
Right. And we're called to community, and we're called to serve one another. And you told me that Redeemed Treasure has a charity or a nonprofit that they support each month.
Oh, thank you. Yes. So last month was the Bastrop County Food Pantry. This month is CASA. We're actually collecting toys for CASA at the store. Right. So we'll be open this Friday and Saturday. We have extended hours, 9 to 5. Then next weekend, the same thing, Friday, Saturday, 9 to 5. And then we'll be closed for 2 weeks.
Christmas and New Year's.
Yes, ma'am, because the holidays land on the weekend.
Sure,
right?
Sure.
And then we'll be back open first of the year.
So you said they go through the inventory and then they really get things in good shape, to your point that when you go shopping, hence the name Redeemed Treasure.
Yes,
You're going to really find a treasure, a unique gift, a one of a kind, and what a great time to have extended hours for us.
Yes, ma'am. I was told by the queen of thrift stores, she gave herself that title. She said, clean, quality, and great price.
Well, that's all you can ask.
So I was encouraged, she goes, we just need to know where you're at.
Well, the thing that I like the best and what really is warm in my heart is the idea that a nonprofit in Smithville sponsored a nonprofit of Redeemed Treasure that's giving back to other nonprofits.
Yes,
I mean, that's how we take care of things.
That's right. Inter-county, everybody loves everybody, whether it's Smithville, Elgin, Bastrop. I love it. I
will say this. I know we're short on time, but one of the nonprofits I work with in Austin, they always bring up, hey, man, Bastrop is just happening there. There's so many nonprofits here. There's so many people that reach out to the hurting, and it's just a beautiful thing to be a part of.
Well, I'm very thankful for all of the nonprofits and the folks. It takes a real heart to do that kind of work. We are growing, and when you grow, there's good and bad. And CASA sees an increase in cases, and there's increases in domestic violence, and times are tough. And so having a foundation, to use TJ's word, of folks where there's a safety net and there's people that are given another option. I'm personally very thankful for you. So
I'm very grateful that God allows me to be a part of it. And we're looking forward to the mayor's luncheon again.
There we go.
We always get to serve during that time. So anyway.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for coming out and being our guest. It was such a pleasure to meet you.
I appreciate you guys having us. Thank you.
We'll look forward to seeing you guys at Redeemed Treasure. Our next guest is Jim Stevens with Hobbits Nest. TJ, we've talked about the cool things in Bastrop County. This may take the cake. Tell us a little bit about Hobbits Nest.
Well, it's a tree house that has all the accommodations of a hotel. It's one room. It's got a bathroom with an incinerating toilet, a hot shower, fire pit, and it's on 42 acres of wooded land, so people can walk around. We have trails in the woods, and so it's basically like having your own private park with a tree house that you can sleep in.
Oh, wow. Do we not have the most unique things in Bastrop County?
Well, and tell our audience where you're located.
Well, we're on Highway 21, out by Old Potato Road, if you know that. It's actually, if you're looking for us, the address is Page, Texas. So it's
Nice.
So the great thing from a Bastrop County standpoint is it's pretty central. So it's an easy drive, whether you're coming from Elgin or Smithville or Bastrop. And I know you said you get several guests from Austin.
Oh, we get a lot of guests. We used to get fewer, but now with the pandemic, people don't want to fly very much and don't want to spend 7 or 8 hours in the car. So we get a lot of people from Austin now, and also from Houston and Dallas. So it's all over Texas, fundamentally, that we get our guests now.
And you told me that it's a romantic place.
We do. A lot of people come out for romantic purposes, a lot of couples. In fact, I was telling you, we had one couple that came out a month ago, and the proposal was made and accepted, and now they're getting married on this coming Monday, and they're going to spend their honeymoon in the Hobbits Nest.
Oh,
So it's,
how romantic. That is romantic. I want to go stay in the Hobbit's Nest.
Oh, well, feel free. You can do that. If anybody wants to do it, we're listed either on Verbo or Expedia, and also it's a website called Hip Camp, which is for glamour camping. So
I
it's
saw
easy.
that before Hip Camp. And there's a lot of local places in Bastrop County listed on Hip Camp. And it's just so interesting. And I saw your information on Explore Bastrop County. So,
we do.
yeah.
We have a good relationship with the Explore Bastrop County folks. They help us a lot with it. We have their brochures, and we give those out to people. So people are surprised generally of the number of things that you can do here in Bastrop. I think the water activities along the Colorado River, starting Fisherman's Park is a big attraction to a lot of our people. And there's also there's a nice art scene that's downtown in Bastrop. I think that attracts a lot of people that want to come. You can either come and just spend the time in the forest, or a lot of people come out. They'll come and spend the night, but then they'll also come into Bastrop and look and see what's here in the city. So
Yeah, explore. I tell you, all around Bastrop County, there's all kind of things for people to explore. You got Smithville, Page, Elgin, Bastrop. So you're going to find something you love in one of these places. I promise.
Absolutely, there's a lot of I actually learned a lot about what's available with people asking me what places they could go to. There's several wine vineyards and mead. There's a couple of mead. I don't know what you call those.
And Copper Shot Distillery and
Exactly.
Papa's, and like you said, a great art scene. And with the new building on Main Street in Bastrop with the Art Institute, there's just
Absolutely.
always something to do. The Opera House, and even go see a movie.
Right.
So let's go back to the Hobbit's Nest. What gave you the idea?
Well, it's funny. It started as is basically a bird watching platform. My wife is a bird watcher, and it's over a pond. It overlooks a pond that's full of lily pads, and so she wanted a place that we were doing that. So we got in kind of accidental contact with Mark Korzeniewski, who's a local builder. He's built tree houses. Actually built tree houses in Japan and outside the country, and so we contacted him, and so he started off with a platform, and then it just kind of kept adding on. And so we said, well, maybe it'd be nice if we had a house. Well, if we're going to make it a house, let's just not make it an ordinary house. Let's make it.
Going.
So his instructors tried to make it a house that looked like a Hobbit would live in.
Oh, that's great.
And so it's got circular windows and big kind of doors that look like you might see in Game of Thrones sort of thing. And so the bed is a 4-poster bed made with cedar logs that were harvested off our property. In fact, the whole Hobbit's Nest is made with cedar logs that we harvested. I have a sawmill, so we cut the wood. So it's not just a square thing; it's round. We have a lot of circular corners and things like that. So it's just interesting from a.
When did you start?
Well, about 2018 is when it actually took us about a year to build. And then we started renting out in 2019. We started off fairly simple. We didn't have electricity. We had to put a solar cells or solar photovoltaic cells out so people could charge their batteries, and have lights. But then last year we actually ran electricity out to it, and we now have air conditioning and heating, and that really increased our occupancy a lot because people didn't want to come spend a night in a tree house in the middle of summer, but now they can
Not
come
in
out.
this area.
No, it's hot, and it's also cold in the winter sometimes. In the winter.
Right.
But since we added electricity and we added an HVA system, our occupancy is now over 90%. So
That's
Wow.
fantastic.
So
That's
we're
really
doing
good.
well.
So a little bird dropped in my ear that you guys may be building a yurt.
We are. In fact, we've got Mark, our builder, is building. We started the platform a couple days ago, and so it'll be a tree yurt. If you know what a yurt is, it's
Wow,
basically
in
a
tree.
kind of a
I love
Mongolian.
it.
So it'll be raised up. It's a platform about 15 feet off, and it's in the middle of our forested area. So people that are standing, when they stay in that, it'll essentially be on the level with the trees, top of the trees, and be able
that's
to look at.
great.
It's on a hill, so they'll be able to look down. I think it's going to be very nice. We'll see.
That's amazing. It seems like we're always talking about yurts. Ever since Stephanie Lewis got a yurt, I hear about yurts everywhere. I don't think I'd ever heard about a yurt until Steph moved into her yurt.
Well, I know that will be a hit on the hip glamping too,
Yeah, well,
right?
Yeah. Well, I tell you, I really appreciate you coming out. I know Connie does as well. We're always happy to introduce Bastrop County to something amazing that you can find hidden, like a hidden gem within Bastrop County. So directly tell our audience how they can make reservations.
Well, the easiest thing is just do a Google search on Hobbits Nest, and it'll show up. You can either it's all the Expedia family, Expedia, Vrbo, HomeAway. You can do it through there, or you can do it through HipCamp, which is another hipcamp.com. But it'll show up if you just do a Google search on Hobbits Nest. You'll end up seeing the
Does it
listings.
show up with a page address?
It does. It
Okay.
shows up with
So
a
they'll
page.
know they're in the right spot.
Exactly.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being our guest.
Well, thank you for having us. Thank you.
Our next guest is Joey Chapman with Community Gardens. Community Gardens is one of those places that you think you've been there, but you need to go back because things are changing all the time. So tell us what's going on now.
Well, we just finished up with a holiday marketplace. We had lots and lots of vendors. I think about 36, if my number is correct. Santa came out, Polar Express. We do train rides, just a bunch of knickknacks. We had the Bastrop High School cheerleaders out. We were doing a fundraiser for them. We did a little cornhole fundraiser. We did some barbecue plates. They got a bid going to nationals in Florida for a national competition. So yeah, we just finished up that. Lots going on. I mean, Community Gardens is multiple things, a variety of businesses under one umbrella. It's kind of a neat. I definitely bought into the philosophy of it, where we as 7, 8, 9, 10 different businesses are so much better than one. I mean, we have I run the rock yard. We have a woodworking shop, sawmill. We have a nursery, aquaponics. We're getting ready to open Heroes Sports Bar and Grill.
Nice.
We have a coffee shop we just recently opened up, Cafe Aroma. My GM is Italian, so hence the aroma. We've got Italian espresso, gelato, legit some nice local coffees. Very nice coffee shop. Lots of stuff under one roof.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I tell you, I was at the Christmas market. I had a blast. It was wonderful. You guys were packed. It was so busy. And I don't know if you know this, but so last year, Connie and I brought in the Country Rewind Tour with Daryl Worley, and
Okay.
you were there.
I love
anyway.
it.
So
That was great.
yeah, we had them on the talk show. We talked them into coming into Bastrop to do their show. It was a lot of fun. So you guys have a great venue out
Yes.
there. We love it. So I'd like to see more stuff going on at your venue. I know you have a lot of exciting stuff coming up the rest of this year and next year as well.
We do.
Let's talk about the cornhole, because cornhole seems to be the theme. We've talked about that a lot lately.
So you said if I'm just starting out, there's tournaments. I can come watch a tournament.
We do Wednesday night tournaments. We just finished up our little Monday league, but the Wednesday night is great for beginners. It's great for all levels. We do this thing called it's a score holder. It's a free little app. It runs it for you. It's kind of a no-brainer little system, but the beginner has just as much chance as the professional. I mean, it's a $10 tournament. It's just an excuse to get out of the house, have fun, meet people. Yeah, we do it Wednesday night, 7 o'clock. That's kind of how, in a weird way, how I ended up at Community Gardens. I do a lot of the cornhole. I make the cornhole boards. I'm Happy Chappy Woodworking.
So you have to tell us about Happy Chappy and how you got your name.
Happy Chappy was my grandfather. Evidently used the name. He passed away before I was born, but from stories, he used to use that name with, I guess, businesses. But then my father took it on doing some different business ventures. So I just kind of, I don't know, I just popped in my last name is Chapman. My last name is Chapman, so hence Happy Chappy. And I'm always happy, or I try to be happy.
He is a very happy guy. So on a Wednesday night, about how many people are out there?
We're averaging 50, 60, 70 on a good night. Over the holidays, I think people being off, and we thought, in fact, it was the night before Thanksgiving, of course, Wednesday night. Thought it might be slow, but I think a lot of people wanted to either bring the family with them or get away from the family. But we had 70 plus people. I mean, it's been increasing. It's a lot of fun. I mean, like I said, it's for all levels. Cornhole is definitely blowing up.
And if people are wanting to take that home, I think they can buy some sets out there.
Yes, ma'am. I would glad to make you a custom
Be
set.
a great Christmas present for somebody.
Yes, it would. I'm hoping you'll make me a set for Christmas.
There you go.
And you do some custom sets, don't you? If people ask.
They're all custom. So I started. It's funny with that. You know, I used to bartend, and I've been at the Hyatt Lost Pines since we've opened. I'm still with them on caller now, but I opened with Hyatt Lost Pines Resort and Spa 15 years ago. I got laid off with COVID, and then I made myself a set of cornhole boards. That's really where it started. I made myself a set of cornhole boards, put it on Facebook, and I was like, "Hey, can you make me a set? Hey, can you make?" Now 150 sets later, I still have 20 sets to make. I've never, in fact, everything has been custom order because I can't make them fast enough. I mean, again, like I said, it's all custom order. What do you want? What do you want on it?
I've seen them with obnoxious A&M logos and some really cool Longhorn logos, and I different people's names on them, and it's really a fun thing. And to your point, all ages, all skill levels.
We have 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds that play with us Wednesday night consistently, and
you can have ice cream or an adult beverage in the other hand that you can play.
It's a big deal, right? So in Smithville, they had just had their Festival of Lights, and they had cornhole tournaments downtown.
They had a big one. In fact, that was running at the same time ours was running for the holiday marketplace. So a lot of people went over there. That we ran one for the cheerleaders. But they had a big turnout. I think they had it closed down the streets and had it going on, and
that's
I heard
great.
It was a pretty big deal.
So fun. So Community Gardens, is there certain hours that they're open, or is it?
We are 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Saturday, you can test me now. Saturday, 8 to 3. Sunday, 10 to 3.
But the best place if somebody wants to know the hours is to check out your website.
Go to the website, communitygardensbastrop.com or cgbastrop.com, and you can get hours and events. Like us on Facebook. I think we have, yes, I know we have Facebook and Instagram and all those things, all the different multimedia.
And you and I were looking at the list of the events, and it looks like you guys have something going on all times of the year.
We do, especially with temperature now coming down a little bit. It's a little more. I mean, again, we've always done stuff inside, but it's nice because we have, I want to say 8 acres. I mean, we have the giant stage out back, pond overlooking. That's another business I forgot about. We got a pond guy. We got 2 pond guys. Focuses on little ponds, big ponds like at golf courses, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Feed the need, offices out of there. I'm trying to think of who else is there, but In fact, yeah, we're doing Oktoberfest. We just finished the holiday marketplace. We're getting ready to kick up. Kim, you know my wife. We did a little sample run of a murder mystery dinner, and it was a blast.
That sounds like fun.
It
And
was
dressed
so-
up like the
Exactly. Everybody played the part, and it was fun. Didn't realize how much I liked acting because I want to get out and be somebody else. But we're going to try to do that coming soon. Again, this is all kind of in the beginning, but hopefully just planning on doing a different theme monthly, and then so people can come out. You get a nice little 3, 4, 5 course meal, feed you, have a little murder mystery dinner, have a little wine, whatever you know. That was a lot of fun. We've done cooking classes, sign painting classes.
And all of this they can find on your website
Yes,
or
ma'am.
following on your Facebook page. One of the
Yes,
things
ma'am.
that I have enjoyed the most about community gardens is that you guys really take the community part serious, and it's welcoming to new ventures and welcoming to people that are trying to run their business, and you can always find something cool to do out there.
I agree. That's the reason I bought in so much because, again, we're better as a community than, one
Absolutely.
individual person by himself. That I remember coming in, it's like, the nursery should be helping the restaurant. And then, my rock yard and the sawmill, that entire place is kind of my showroom floor with the rock around the pools and all the wood and the cedars and it just makes sense to work together than trying to be by yourself.
Absolutely.
Well,
And-
Bastrop County is a big place, so tell folks how they find you, just in case they don't know where you are.
We are, if you know where Sames Ford is, we're down closer to Bastrop. What direction would that be? East of Sames Ford. Basically, intersection of 21, Highway 71 and 21. On the east side of, am I saying that right? Of 21. Down a couple businesses from Sames Ford. On the
East
access
of
road,
21,
right off
south of
of 71.
71.
Address is 1067 Highway 71 West.
There you go.
But you can find us on Facebook, the website, all that information. But
Well, thank you so much for being our guest
You're
today. We
very
really
welcome.
appreciate it, and we'll see you out at Community Gardens.
please come on out. Thank you guys.